So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to break it down. This is the A to Z, the A to Z of how to live maybe a better life. Let's just, because everything that I'm teaching has less to do with acting and more to do with your life in general, which when applied to your acting, changes your acting. And what's great about it is I don't have it mastered. Robin told me the other day, she's like, I think you need to listen to some of your own vlogs. And I was like, yeah, I do not have it mastered. That's why I'm a good teacher, because the teaching is coming out of the parts that I most need to be reminded of. I never say teach from a place of a presupposition that I have it and you don't. So this is a reminder for me as well. Okay, A, affirm and confirm. That's different than compare and despair. Affirm and confirm, people. What does that mean? Affirmations. You need to start affirming who you are and what's possible for you. You're gorgeous and you're talented and you're smart and you're vibrant and empowered and sexy and dynamic. But that's not the dialogue you have about yourself on a daily basis, is it? No. You're mostly like, I'm a loser, I'm fat, I'm ugly, it's never going to happen for me, I'm a failure, I'm dumb, I don't have it. You've got to switch the channel. The interesting thing is people would say, oh, well, if I'm affirming those things that I'm talented and gorgeous and beautiful and all those things, that's ego. No, it's not. That's the truth of who you are. The actual other stuff, the garbage stuff that you tell yourself, is a function of the ego, because it's coming from a matrix of fear. So why don't you just start affirming the truth of who you are instead of comparing yourself to the idea of who you think you should be, or comparing yourself worse to others and then despairing. It's not a good way to move through life, people. You are amazing because you are uniquely you. So affirm it and then confirm it with other people. If you have a hard time doubting it, whenever I see you all, I'm like, oh my gosh, gorgeous, amazing, talented, brave, sexy. So ask each other, what do you think about me? You know what I mean? If you're having a problem, call up your friend. Just confirm for me. I'm doing okay, right? Yes. B, belief. You don't get what you wish for in life, people. You get what you believe. That's a little scary. I'll say it again. You don't get what you wish for in life, you get what you believe. What's scary about that is some of you, that may trigger your belief system about, oh my gosh, I don't really believe I can make it, or I don't really believe it's going to happen for me, or I don't really believe I'm talented, or I can be on that show, or, okay, listen. The interesting thing about everything that I'm teaching, and I'm a great living example of it, you just got to work incrementally. So if your belief system does not support huge quantum leaps right now, although that's everything that I'm teaching, but if it doesn't, then don't take the quantum path. Take the small incremental journey, which is keep your beliefs smaller that are doable. So if you don't really believe you can be in Steven Spielberg's next new movie, it's not really a really connected, truthful belief for you, then work smaller. I do believe I can book a TV show. I do believe I can do an under 5. I do believe I can book a commercial. I do believe I can get representation. I do believe I can go out on a date. I do believe I can pay this month's bills. Just work smaller. And then what's interesting is if you keep working on that belief system in an incremental way, watch what will happen. You'll get to the other side and you'll look back and you'll realize, look at what I've accomplished to get here, and my belief system has expanded accordingly. So that all of a sudden your beliefs will go from smaller beliefs to, I'm not that far from being in a Steven Spielberg movie. Get what I'm saying? Baby steps. C, challenges. I know. Wish we could have life without challenges. Wouldn't that be great? When I first started learning how to meditate, like maybe 13 years ago, I've been meditating now, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so Zen Buddhist. I'm going to just walk around and be like floating on air. And I didn't think I would have any challenges at all. I thought I was just going to be on this fast-track magic carpet ride of like cosmic bliss. Imagine my surprise when, like, one day after learning to meditate, like all shit hit the fan. So what I've learned about this whole process about life is, first of all, challenges you're never going to be devoid of challenges in your life. What's interesting about them is inherently they hold the potential for everything you want. They do. You just have to change the paradigm in how you view them. Challenges are not there to defeat you. They're not there to stop you. They're not there to make you give up. They're actually there to evoke qualities in you that you don't even know yet you possess. They are character building, as corny as that sounds. It requires you to sort of hunker down and get into what is it about you that is being called to overcome this thing. So that's fantastic, because the seed of everything that you're wanting, all the desires that you're wanting, are lying in your present challenges, I promise you. It's the fertile ground through which everything that you're wanting will take off. Then I said desire, and that's D, desire. Listen, people, the entire universe is born out of this pulsating, what is it? This desire to create. It's creation itself. Desire is the nature of creation itself. It gives rise to desire. So there's nothing wrong with having it. But what's interesting about desire is it's what continues to spur you to a new level of evolution. But where we get stymied is when you have an intense desire and you have a belief system that is incongruent with the desire. Whichever has the strongest charge about it is going to win out. So this kind of comes back to my point B, which is, it's great to have the desires, and as you have these desires, you want to try to stay in the good feeling part about having them when they're evoked out of you to begin with. The more you start to think about it and break it down and think that you don't have the resources or the means or the talent to fulfill that desire, that's when the energetic component of the belief takes over and squashes it. It neutralizes the desire. So just work with, again, smaller desires. Things that don't get out of your reach, that put you into panic mode, feeling like it's never going to happen for me. Desires are great, people.